Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have triple T's, triple tactics thrust QCSR. In my humble opinion, I believe it's a matter of time that this card gets its Starlight rare. But in the meantime, an alternate art version has been announced for later this year, which has been causing sell pressure, or had been, you know, for the last 2-3 weeks, month, and some change now, causing sell pressure to triple T's across the board. Again, it got its bonanza treatment already. So it got its rarity prints, the PZRs, the PURs, all them P's and all them R's. But the last week or so, post-ban list, the card has been seeing meta demand. Now people, again, Yummy, certain hits, Obedience School. Now we need, you know, let's play Thrust to get around that, to still get our one Obedience School and things of that nature. So now the meta demand has caused this card basically for people to need it. That demand, like we said earlier, right? So we have the quarter century secret rare. Again, didn't get a Starlight in this year's tins. It already has its rarity treatment. So even if we get a rarity 5, maybe they throw the alternate art in there as a Starlight. That's definitely a possibility. But from there hasn't been a rarity 5 announcement, right? We're just all speculating here. So from now until then, this card being, I believe, I mean, you do have an OG OT, but it's definitely one of the high rarities. This card was chilling Macmillan at 45 bones. If you go to the 6-month chart, you see that the card earlier this year, about, you know, around May, the card was $65, guys. And then ever since, it's just been crashing down to the mid 40s, with some people even getting sales in the upper 30s, guys. Insane. So with that said, 32 listings right now. There's one still here, there's a couple here sub $50, but honestly, I think that this card is hovering around $50. I think it's primed to make a run because of the meta demand. People are going to worry about a Starlight later if and when it gets reprinted. People are going to worry about the alternate art reprint later. That's later on this year. Right now, the meta demand, I believe, will push this card back up to previous all-time highs. That's what's looking likely. Why? Because in the past couple of market watches, we have been already analyzing this card in some of its other rarities, like the super rare hitting 18s, the ultra rares hitting 16s. So the demand has been coming in for the card overall, and I believe in the case with triple tactics thrust, the higher ends will be the last ones to make the moves. So don't sleep on this card. I wanted to highlight it today because the card has been crashing down from the highs for months now, and you do have an ultimate rare that I believe, you know, just looking at this card at 30s, wow. This card is $30, man. This card has been flash crashing. Recently it hit 39, pushing 40s, went all the way down to 30s, and here we are, man. So again, as an ultimate rare, 46 listings. You don't want to sleep on this card. You don't. Card, you have a couple of 1s and 2 ofs, then a playset here and there. Right now, you can essentially get this card a playset for $100 flat. Playset of ultimate rares, just beautiful. Look at this picture, man. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful card. OTS pack 22, hard to get, more scarce than what it may seem like, and yeah, 46 listings. So don't sleep on this card, man. This could be a 40 piece in a heartbeat, maybe even 50s. Right now, people not paying attention to the higher end versions. Just keep it in mind. With all the Yummy hype, still best deck, and you know, now we need thrust type of mindset as we head into Duma Dimensions, a brand new core set. People are gonna get hyped. Then we have a YCS right after. Staples like these can spike up, and people forget about it, especially the high-end versions. So don't sleep on triple T's, man. The thrust right there. The card is making moves, making plays. You know, it's already retraced enough, crashed enough, in my humble opinion. I expect these higher-end versions to follow suit when it comes to the card in itself, because the lower rarities and the lower versions are already spiking up in price. We have Nibiru the Primal Being. This QCSR from Rarity Collection Uno is making moves, making plays. By the way, triple T's here is from Bonanza Rarity Collection 3. We have Rarity Collection 1 nibs here, making moves in the sense that this card used to be 66 bones. Again, that was about 6 months ago. Card was 66s at all-time highs. Ever since, it's crashed down all the way to 33s, literally a 50% down. literally 50% down in price. Like we always say here, you want to wait for the 50% move towards the downside. Then you buy half off and then you use the card. Look, volume candles have been coming in as of late considerably right here in 30 listings only. The card is in the mid 30s, a couple one-ups here and there, and then it's a 40 piece. And then after that mini wall of China at 42s with 12 copies, it goes to a 50 piece and beyond, 3 pages only. Yes, we have the alternate art nibs as well, which those are actually between 65s pushing 70s as we speak. So you don't want to sleep on the OG print, the rock. A lot of people prefer this card, prefer this rarity. Yes, Nibiru has the alternate art quarter century, also has the OTs, the OG OTs as well. So it has a lot of counterparts, when it comes to high rarity nibs. But this is the OG, the quarter century secret rare. Some people are going to want matching rarities, and this is the rarity of choice from Rarity Collection Uno. It's already scarce. It came out years ago. So don't sleep on the rock. Don't sleep on the rock. No one would be surprised if we spike up to 50s and or go up to previous all-time highs, as the card shall see more play heading into this new format. So card already crashed, man. Look at that, 50% dump already. Don't let it creep back up to 50s and beyond. You want to take advantage of this card's price crashing down, just collapsing fast, boys. Then we have Forbidden Droplet, another one. You know, there was a lot of yummy players and players out there, you know, choosing not to play this card anymore. But the ban list has changed. When a card gets hit, when some hits come, happen, and now you have to morph and adapt and adjust a deck that you were using, then what do most Yu-Gi-Oh players go back to? Staples. If you have all of a sudden 2 slots, 3 slots to fill in your deck, then people start considering bringing back certain staples that maybe they weren't playing before the ban list hits, guys. Plus, heading into a new format with a new core set, Forbidden Droplet, still a broken card, a quick play, great effect. And the card was 60 bucks. Card was 60 bucks, flatlining there about 3 months ago, and then it started curving down and crashing into the 40s, with some people even buying this card at $39.99. Wow, at 40 bucks. And now the card, I mean, is still holding that level strong of 48 bucks. 27 listings though, so not too many listings for this one. But the listings that we do have, we have a lot of 2s and 3s of. So again, for these staples, a lot of people might be like, oh, these staples are going to eventually get their starlight, so I might as well get rid of them now. But we just don't know if and when, though. We don't know if and when, so keep it in mind. And you have the OG OTs here just at 70 bucks, holding strong, between 70s and 80s, 39 listings. So yeah, I mean, these OTs, they were 89 pushing 90s and now have retraced back down to the mean. So just wanted to keep you guys informed in case you want the OTs. But the quarter century secret rares here, making moves, making plays. And might as well at this point just talk about OT nibs. Let me see, Nibiru. I mean, a lot of people don't like OT nibs because of the 3,000 there. It looks kind of just off. It looks like a fake card, like the attack and defense. I don't know why this card came out like this, but from OTS pack 14, OT nibs are 55s right there, guys. And the card was $77, but volume is coming in. I think the retracement back down to the mean is done. If you want to save $20+ on the ultimate rares, now is the time to pick up these staples, either OT or quarter century secret rare, guys. You don't want to miss out. You want to take advantage of these prices retracing or crashing, or collapsing in price fast, as they're staples, man. And staples, they go up in a heartbeat, in the sense like a minute they're not being played in any decks for the most part, and then all of a sudden there's a ban list or the meta shifts, new core set release, and then all of a sudden people rush back to get these high rarity staples. So definitely keep these in mind, guys. First link in the description down below. You want to make sure you fast track all of these cards with your boy, and or if you need any of these, as you can see the charts, some of these you're going to want to take advantage. Wow, what a beautiful chart. What a beautiful, shout out to TCG Market News, TCGcreator.com, man. Shout out to Michael, man, the creator of this. It's just beautiful. That's why we put it first link in the description down below every single day, because it gives you a synopsis. What's a synopsis, Jay? Like a summary. It streamlines all the cards that we're talking about today to your advantage, all in one place. You can play around with the tools, You know, you can have individual charts for every single card that we're talking about here. And of course, you do have access to these charts on TCG Player. But here you have like a better understanding in the sense like visually. I don't know, is it the colors? But guys, make sure you use this tool to your advantage. First link in the description down below for free there, guys. So let's track these cards. And look, as you can see, these prices are getting destroyed, guys. So let's get to it. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next spike or dump in the markets here as we continue to cover these on the daily. This is what we do for a living. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? Actually, I have a job, but I mean, like, that's the phrase I always use, that we track the markets every single day. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. Would gladly appreciate that. Then we have Imperm, another one, another quarter century secret rare, in this case from Rarity Collection Uno, that is getting destroyed in price. Card was $125 at one point. Starlight rare reprint that went all the way down to 15s, now is hovering around 20s, causing the quarter century to go down over 50%, guys. Insane. Right now at 55 bones, 47 listings. I mean, the way I see it, if this is the rarity that you always wanted, you know, $50 would be like the ideal price. Maybe, I mean, you know what I mean? But at this stage and age, if you like really need it and you want it, hey, you pick it up, because the Starlight rare is going to start getting scarce once the tins go dry, and then they'll both be hard to get. And then this card could be triple digits again one day, even though it's hard to see right now. It'll just all be dependent on what Konami decides to do with the card, like give it an alternate art or not, or just reprint it again in certain reprint sets. But I mean, for now, $50, you know, when a card was 125s, not bad, guys, to get exposure if you feel like you need it. That does not mean it can't go down sub 50s, maybe become, you know, $45, $40. Anything is possible. But the facts are the facts. Right now, we're at all-time lows on the yearly chart for a card that was 125s and that you can get for $55 right now. Not bad, as everyone's focusing now on the Starlight. If this is your rarity of choice, when their attention is geared towards you know, the Starlight, that's when you focus on what you want, especially after it's discounted over 50% right here. Keep it in mind, you do have the OG OTs, you know, crashing down. These were 120s, and then crashing down. Recently they were 93s, but now they're 86s, guys. So 38 listings here, and you actually have multiple play sets in the mid 80s. Same deal. If this is the card that you want, maybe, I mean, ideally like $75 would be kind of like more fair in a way, but right now this card is just scarce, is hard to get. People consider it to be the true max rarity for this specific card. So yeah, man, Infinite Impermanence. If you want them OTs, no better time to get exposure to the card than right now. For a card that was triple digits forever, now is double digits again. And the markets usually give second chances, especially once we get reprints, guys. So you want to make sure you take advantage of that. And then here we have Sky Striker, Ace Azalea, Temperance. This Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge, again, got destroyed in price. We literally, guys, literally, this is a beautiful chart. Like, it's crazy how one chart just gives so much information. First of all, this is a single print secret rare. And for some reason, the Battles of Legend Sky Striker Secret Rare Link Monster reprints, they just get single prints and they don't get reprinted. I don't know why. So we come over here, guys. This is just like the other Azalea. The other Link Monster we just discussed, when was it? Yesterday or the day before that? That is starting to rebound in price. So again, when you see a chart like this, look at that rebound right there. No one's paying attention to that right now. No one's looking at that. No one's looking at this card most likely right now anyways. Like, no one's looking at this card right here. No one's paying attention to it, much less the charts. Let's be honest, guys. But those are the little signs. This is how it always starts, man. Subtle signs that no one's paying attention to. What else? We have volume. We have this candle. And then we have these two candles right here indicating that demand is coming in, guys. When most of these candles here in the last, you know, month and a half, 2 months, were on the low side, you know, then recently we're starting to have more larger volume candles coming in, meaning that the demand is starting to pick up. What did we have about 2 months ago? We had a double top at around $5. How do we know? We draw the lines. We can see here, double top formation right here. Again, it can be at an angle sometimes. It doesn't have to be like literally a straight line. We had a double top formation and pattern dump right here, and we never looked back. We had a falling knife mode all the way to the lows, of, you know, hey, show the price. Yeah, of $1. Look at that, guys. 74 listings. Have a couple one-ups, but really the card is $1.50. Not a bad time to pick up this card. Not a bad time to pick up this card if you want exposure to this single print that was pushing fives, literally pushing fives. And if we go to the yearly, this card at one point was $5. So again, this card, what a chart. Went in a parabolic curve right here, parabolic advance move, and then it just crashed. It broke all support levels. It broke the trend. We say the trend is your friend until the end, but now it's seeming to be recovering. So you want to buy the lows of the massive retracement back down to the mean. And again, the reason why we're focusing so much on this chart is not just the opportunity with this card, which is obviously there. It's the lessons that we can learn so you can apply the same thing to any card that you're watching to for free. Free education, guys. And we're actually coming with an actual constructed free course, you know, that I need to record pretty soon for you guys and get that out there, disseminate that to the masses for free. That is my goal, to educate the markets, to educate the Yu-Gi-Oh players. Every card has value. Every card has a price. Even both costs a penny. You feel me? So again, this chart is screaming, you buy this card. These are the signals that no one else is paying attention to right now. You buy this. You get exposure. You come in, put in $5, get yourself a couple copies, maybe 3 to 4 copies, and live to fight another day. Because this card, you could be up 3-4x in a heartbeat at $5 to $6, because it's a Sky Striker card. It's a single print at one point and went parabolic, and it was $5 for a reason. It's a matter of time when this card does the same thing again. People always like their Sky Striker cards, especially the single print ones. This is an amazing opportunity on the yearly chart. You're buying closer to the lows. This subtle rebound here usually is the start of what comes next. You want to get in before the move happens, guys. The game is just too easy, man. It is. It is. Let me close these tabs right here, boys. Give me a second. Click. There we go, guys. So again, don't sleep on Sky Striker Ace Azalea Temperance. Then we have Sky Striker Special Maneuver, Lemnis Gate, another Sky Striker card that crashed down in price. And again, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Art class with J, guys. What a beautiful chart. I just need to take a moment, guys. We're 17 minutes in. What a beautiful chart. If you're on a commute, if you're at work, you don't have time to look at this chart, maybe you revisit this when you get back home. But again, I assume most people are looking at me, at the charts, looking at the video. A lot of people don't, because they tell me in person, Jay, I always listen on the commute. That's fine. That's perfect. You know, more like a podcast thing. And, you know, maybe while they're driving or doing, hey, drive safely, by the way, if you're listening to your boy. You know, watch the chart at home, not when you're driving. But you guys get the gist of it, right? The whole point is, and why I'm making emphasis is, you know, on seeing this chart, is because this is a classic chart. Classic in what way? We always say you want to buy the blood in the streets. You want to buy the lack of interest. You want to buy consolidation sideways. We have developed the formula of accumulation here for the Yu-Gi-Oh markets when to get exposure. Jay, but you know, I wanted to buy $18 up here like Billy Bob because I needed the card. Damn, wait, I need to go check that. Did someone really pay 18? Golly, not just one person, but 24 people paid $17 for a card that is $2.85. They need to stop. 65 listings. The card, this is a core set ultra rare. It's a Sky Striker card. People sleeping on it. Great artwork. The chart is screaming buy. Literally, it's screaming buy. Look at that. This is a consolidation phase right here. Lack of interest. Everyone forgot about this card. Sky Striker's not meta. We don't really care about it. You know, it's $2-3. I'll pick it up later if I ever want it. And then one day, what you come in here and what you see is a spike. This thing curves up and starts doing this, where it can go from 285s to 5s to 750s, maybe even become double digits, guys. So don't sleep. We've seen this happen time and time and time again. Free money in the markets. Jay, but why would it go up? It's a Sky Striker card, and right now it's not the meta, and you know, this and that and the third. Scarcity. Duelist Advanced. No one's cracking open Duelist Advanced right now. No one. This card is going to become more and more scarce. People love the artwork. It's a Sky Striker card. It's just a matter of time. Even if it's just a one of in their decks, things of that nature. This is future money, man. Future money. Just easy work. Easy. This is when you want to buy. You don't want to buy the tops. You don't want to buy this falling knife mode right here. No, you want to buy this phase, the consolidation phase right here, the sideways action, the lack of interest, guys. It happens time and time again. No better time to get exposure to this card. If you need it, you get it. Don't need to wait on it. You can come over here. 2 of these from any of these walls of China is free shipping. At the very least, get exposure. Even 1 to 2, maybe a place at any of these that you can get in the future can be money. This is how we make money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not necessarily just with staples and this and the high end and the no. This penny stocks, $5 and below. You know, cards that have an archetype attached to it, like Sky Striker, and it's a single print. Of course, does it have the Starlight or the high rarity? Maybe, but you guys get what I mean. Like the ultra rare is the one that is readily available. Do not sleep on this card. Look, we didn't even go into the 1 month chart. And I could keep going on and on talking about this card. Jay, but you take too long talking about one card, man, this and that. Sometimes for some cards, it's about the lessons. So if I last 5 minutes talking about Sky Striker Special Maneuver Lemnis Gate, it's because the chart action is perfect. Perfect, not just to talk about it and the card itself, but the lesson that you can learn so that you can apply it at home, you know, on your own time or for whatever card you want. So that's the whole point, guys. Look at this. On the monthly, we had consolidation here, and now recently spiking up, making a new monthly high. Volume candle coming in. These are the subtle signs that no one else pays attention to. We're based on data, math, probability, the charts to give yourself the best shot to make money here, guys. All I do is relay this information to you guys. I put in the work, do the research. Obviously, that's why we're here, but just to give you guys information to make an educated decision that is obviously not official financial advice. Then we have Bystial Dis Pater. Guys, this Dueling Mirrors, again, a year-old card. Now Bystial's got reprinted, and this card crashed down. Look, I could literally draw on this. I just have to. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Look at this chart. It's like, it's speaking to me. It's saying, Jay, make sure you buy me, man. This is just a great deal, man. Like, look at all these candles, man. Look at that. Look at all these candles. All of these high volume candles near what? Near the lows. Look at that. Near the lows here. If you buy this card now, didn't get reprinted. Of course, it can get reprinted at any moment, we understand, but it did not come in this year's tins. It hasn't had a Starlight. It didn't get reprinted. So now you're buying closer to the lows than to the highs. Right here. For a card that at one point was pushing $16, you come in here today and the card is what? $9. Single digits, 43 listings. Volume is coming in considerably in this, you know, last week or two, especially post banlist and post 10 reprints, guys. Don't sleep on Bystial Dis Pater. The card is broken. The card is insane. Yeah, I get it. It's not, doesn't fit every deck. Not that, you know, too many people are playing it right now, things of that nature. But the volume is an indicator that you should use that to, you know, to your advantage. Consistent high volume here, indicating that people are interested, the demand is coming in. You don't see any major walls in China until it hits double digits. So Bystial Dis Pater, Prismatic Secret Rare, a card that only has 2 prints, and the chart is screaming buy. Buy me. I already crashed down from 16 to 9s, $8-9. Take advantage of that retracement before, you know, potentially this card does this and recovers, does a booty shape recovery, and then doesn't look back, as we've seen for cards like these happen time and time again. Man, these videos are on point, man. On point. We have Vanquish Soul, Holly Suit. This card is getting destroyed. Again, Soul Raise in a 1, which we're going to talk about right here, actually. These cards are crashing down because people are deciding to, you know, switch decks. People are deciding, not that the deck still can't compete, because it can. It just hurts its consistency. And people will probably just play more of a canine aspect to the deck, or more canine monsters, especially with Noroi, I think is the name, that is coming out in Doom of Dimensions. So the deck is still playable. People are still going to compete with it. It just has that hard hit to Soul Raising right here. But the card is crashing down. I mean, this card, it's crazy how people, when it first came out, people were hyped. Nats was here. People paying anywhere from 25 to 40s, and now the card is single digits at 7, pushing 8s, over 100 listings, just getting destroyed. Wow. So I mean, if you want access to the Vanquish Soul engine, I mean, no better time, you know, to get exposure to the engine now after the hits on the ban list. You know, insane to see some of these Duelist advanced cards just continue crashing down. And then we have Soul Raisin here. Again, the card was like 14, 15s recently, and then post ban list just crashing down. Wow, as low as 4s, man. 64 listings, insane. Really, the card is around $6, more readily available at that price, but you have people even panic selling at sub $5 for a card that now, again, people played at 3. Every VS player had 3 Soul Raisin, everyone. And now all those same VS players, or people that want to play VS now, they only need 1. So the ones that had 3, they're putting 2 back into the market. The supply is just too great. Excuse me, guys. And now the card has been pushed down to below $5. Crazy, just insane to see this in this manner. 64 listings, and yeah, a couple of 1s and 2-ofs. Then it does hit 7s, but yeah, look at Heavy Burger, bro. Let's check it out here. Might as well. I mean, we're discussing these Vanquish Soul cards. But yeah, look at that. Heavy Burger here. Just stumbling upon this. It was $18. Crashing down, it says, to 3s, but we're at $1.60, man. Shh. Place it at 2 bones. Crazy. 97 listings. Insane, man, what meta demand and meta hype does. But things change quick. And here we are, guys. Yeah, so if you want, again, the Vanquish Soul engine, no better time to get exposure to it. Not in the sense of meta viability, you know, but if you always wanted to play it, yo, I love Vanquish Soul, man, but it's too expensive and this and that and a third. No excuse now to not pick up the engine right here, as most of these cards are just at all-time lows now, just collapsing fast as the meta shifts post ban list. You have Yugioh Long. This card was 18s as well. You know, 17s, 18s, even hit. Look at that. This card triple top. Wow, literally triple topping here. Insane. And then crashing down to 4s, and here we are, sub $5. Yeah, man, so no cheaper time to play Vanquish Soul post ban list after the hits. So there you go. We have King Sarcophagus. This card, we talked about MSTTV yesterday. And don't forget about the other piece, which is King Sarcophagus, which again, the card, if you go to the 6-month chart, card was $8, pushing almost double digits. And there were some Billy Bobs that probably paid double digits, as we can see right here. And the card crashed down from 8s all the way down to 360s, 55 listings. And you do have a couple of 1-ofs around those prices, and even a place at 382s. So you're buying the lows. Everyone forgot about this card. You know, it didn't, you know, it's not like the end all be all seen play everywhere, because it's not, let's be real. But at the same time, you know, if you need MSTTV, you need this essentially. So yeah, anything under 4s is great. The card quickly goes back up to 5s, where you see the major walls of China. So 55 listings, quietly but surely, has been on a little uptrend here on the lower time frames. As we can see, literally higher lows and higher highs. Beautiful. Just quietly look, the new high is above the previous pivot high. Volume is coming in as well. So if you need this card, just want to keep in mind, you know, you don't want this almost $4 card to be 5, 6, 750s on you for no reason, especially if you want to pick it up, as it did not get the reprint in this year's tins. Gordian Slicer here, still at all-time lows. Volume has been consistently high here near the lows at around $5. 91 listings, and wow, look, play sets at 5s. I believe, you know, now at $5, even better to get exposure to the card. If you want it, you need it. You never know if you'll use it, if it becomes the next Ultimate Slayer, if the, you know, meta changes or something comes out of the blue where everyone now wants and needs this card. The card at $5 for a core set Allen Alliance Insight Secret Rare, not bad at all. 15 bucks right here plus tax to get exposure to the card as a core set secret. You know, if you feel like speculating a little bit, card is at all-time lows for a card that at one point was 13 bucks. Right now we're at all-time lows, so definitely make those considerations if you want or need to get access to this secret rare. We have Gorgon of Zilophonia, this Duelist Advanced Secret Rare. Again, literally another one at all-time lows. If you have a spare $5, just throw it at this card. Even I got my 1-of, man. You just never know. Like, you just never know. A card, yes, is very niche, very specific, doesn't fit all decks. We understand. But you just never know. A core set secret rare for $5, a Link Monster? just throw $5 at this card at the very least, get exposure, pick it up via trade, because the card is at all-time lows. Over 100 listings. This card is essentially $5. Don't let this potentially be double digits one day. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't let, hey, you never know. I believe this card was reprinted for a reason. I think some of these things just take time. You know, it might be a couple formats down the road where Konami was like, yeah, let's reprint this now, and then 2 formats from now, we're gonna print this brand new deck that works around zones and, you know, mech knights as well. You just never know, man. So just keep it in mind. Keep this card in mind. Gorgon right here as a core set secret rare that you do not want to sleep on, as it has been crashing down to all-time lows right there. As you guys can see, we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Ghost Rare, guys. This card was $68. Now recently broke the previous pivot low at $55, going down to $54 as we can see here. 8 listings only though. 8 listings only, single digit listings. You have one at 55, and it goes to 66s, and then it goes right back up to triple digits. 1 page only, gets cleaned out. So again, this is more like a collector's piece, more like a PC card. What is PC? Personal collection. You know, like if you want Blue Eyes Ghost Rare, I love me some Ghost Rares. Like, I love it, man. In my Boomer decks, my Gores are Ghost Rares. My Dark Armed Dragons, that is a Ghost Rare. And my MSTs are Ghost Rare. And Judgments are Ghost Rare. Again, any Ghost Rares, again, those are from like the gold. They're the gold Ghost Rares. But because the modern ones, I just don't need these per se, you know, like for a deck that I'm building or whatever. But Ghost Rares are beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So volume has been coming in insanely here recently. Look at that. Crazy. Deep pockets coming in, cleaning the $55 level out. You have one more there as a deal. Just one that I wanted to highlight in case, you know, you're a collector. You've always wanted Ghost Rares. You're $55. Not bad. I need to do like a Ghost from the Past 1 and 2 market watch. I'm going to do that one of these weekends just because. Like both. First half is Ghost from the Past 1. Second half is Ghost from the Past 2. Just hoping that we get a Ghost from the Past 3 someday, man. Because Ghost Rares are too beautiful to not be printed like this long, you know, in between prints of Ghost Rares. But yeah, this one has been crashing down. No better time to pick it up if you're into those type of cards. Then we have Treasures of the King. CR is crazy. This card is $11. 3 months ago, it was a 20-piece McNuggies for Mickey D's, and now it's essentially down 40 to 50% right here. Yeah, I mean, CR, max rarity version for this. Who knows if, you know, the deck gets support. I love the deck. You know, hopefully it gets support in the future. And he's like an Omni Negate, some type of, you know, something along those lines. But card for the CRs, pretty cheap. I mean, compared to previous prices, because that $20 is just 3 months ago. The card at one point was $36. Why? And now it's all the way down to 11s. It's just always been going down because the deck doesn't, you know, it doesn't compete in the meta. Yeah, don't sleep on it. Hey, nice little CR here. And the rest, like the actual secret rares and the rest of the core, is very, very cheap. So my humble opinion, that core has crashed down into oblivion. Unless it gets a reprint, we don't expect it to be part of the meta. But just wanted to highlight this one in case any of you guys want exposure. We have Arch Nemesis Escatos. This card here was $3, going up to 9s, and now crashing back down, retracing back down. It says to 6s, but really, we're back down to 5s right here. 43 listings. Card used to be $1 and some change, still holding 5s. This card needs a reprint. How is this card still a single print? Well, it's not a single print anymore. My bad. It says VR versions. Let's see. What was this? Okay. Yeah, it did get that reprinted, but in Valiant Smashers. Valiant Smashers is what, like 2 years old already? Damn, time is flying by, but you guys get the gist of it. This card could use an additional print, but is not seeing any meta relevance. But just wanted to highlight that if you want the Arch Nemesis cards, you need a Skatos right here, $5. Not bad at all. We have World Legacy Succession. This Prismatic Secret Rare was in an uptrend, and the trend is your friend until when? Until the end. And the end has come for this card that was $6. Flash crashing, getting destroyed down to, wow, look at that, $2. 46 listings here. You have a couple here in the wall of China at around 233, 234s. So if you need this card, you know, not bad to get exposure for a card that only has 2 prints ever. Not bad. This is the Technical Max Rarity. Came out 5 years ago, man, 6 years ago, in the 2019 tins. So if you need this card, just, hey, you never know. Yeah, man, $6. Wow, it wasn't an uptrend for a whole year, and then boom, just crashed down. And no better time to pick it up now before it potentially curves back up from these current retracement lows. Then we have Pot of Desires, an ultimate rare right here, guys. Card was $22 3 months ago, and now it's $14. So 37 listings, we get it. We have the quarter century secret rare, rarity collection treatment. And you never know if you get an alternate art, just like Extravagance did. But for now, the ultimate rare are sub $15. Not bad at all if you feel like you need it. You never know. Maybe True Draco players need this. I mean, I might play Double Desires in my deck. So just as an example, still have not decided which version I'm going to play. But yeah, these ultis, yeah, I mean, you know, they're hard to get. They're scarce. They're ultimate rares, sub 15s. Like if you need it, no better time to pick it up. Then you have another ulti, which is Herald of Orange Light. Again, boomer formats play this. This card is beautiful. We did get the Starlight Rare reprint, so that's why this one has been, you know, was in the 70s and now is in the 50s, 40s actually here. So 19 listings. You have a couple here at around $50, and then it quickly does go back up to 60s, then 70s. You do have play sets in between, so the supply is here. But yeah, I mean, if you need the card, anything sub 50s should age well for this OTS Tournament Pack 7 card. It is Herald of Orange Light. The card is beautiful, so you definitely don't want to sleep on a card that has, you know, just demand. It has demand from boomer formats, and, you know, it works well with fairies. So you never know. When are fairies taking over the meta? Counter fairies in 2025? Yo, that'd be crazy. Guys, link in the description down below. Make sure you get exposure to our Discord and our X and your free $15 off over there on Whatnot. Do not miss out. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video so you can stay tuned for our fresh off the press content and the latest and greatest deals and spikes and dumps and things of that nature. We'll gladly appreciate it. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And here we have Dino Wrestler Pancro Tops. Again, there was a lot of hype heading into these new meta-relevant formats. In the OCG, Pancratops would be sided in at anywhere from 2 to 3s. And a lot of people, you know, needed this card. And the card was $3. We said people pick it up. And then it went all the way up to $12. Insane parabolic advanced move. I had so many of these, and I just got rid of all of them. Not necessarily at the top, but on the way up, $7, $8, $10, you know, just getting rid of them, guys, because it's not about selling the top. It's about taking profits with at least a 2x move on your money, just doubling your money at the very least. And now it's crashed down, not just back down to the scene of the crime, but to all-time lows, guys. Insane for this card. Just wild, guys. 93 listings now, almost above 100 listings. Card is about 250. You do have a couple one-ofs, and then the walls are at 350s. But yeah, I mean, no better time. If you see this in the trade binder, you want access to it, just get a playset at around $10, you know, it trades. Not bad to pick this card back up, especially if you don't own it. Not because it's meta relevant right now, but it could get hyped in the future again, and or actually see some meta relevance in a future format. So you never know. Pancratops crashing back down to the prices before the crazy spikes. You know, again, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I had him here. I got rid of all of mine up, you know, near this top. You know, not at the top, but like near those prices. And now we're gonna pick them right back up. If I see them in binders, I'll be like, yo, let me get this. I still have my personal playset. They're Euro print. That was the only playset I didn't move, but I had like 15 of these. I moved 12, stayed with my personal playset, which they're Euro. For me, they're essentially free, just based on the profits. And now we pick up more as investments, guys, because the game is that easy. Then we have Harpy's Featherstorm. Again, this quarter century secret rare. Most of us thought this would get hit on the ban list. It didn't. So again, MST deck is coming. They have a wind monster. Someone was telling me that. I forgot who it was, man, at the Philly Regional. Shout out to them. You know, if you're watching, leave a comment in the comment section. But yeah, they were like, yo, Jay, don't forget about Harpy's Featherstorm, man. You know, it didn't get hit on the list. And there's a MST win dude that's coming out for Magnificestorm or whatever the deck name is here in the TCG. And they might play this. And I'm like, pretty interesting. And look at this volume candle. You know, was 450s. No one's paying attention to this card. And the card still around $5. 36 listings. You have a couple of 1s and 2s, and then the card starts reaching 7s towards the bottom of the page. So don't sleep on this card. This card was a $20 card. and now all of a sudden is down 4x. Guys, you want to make sure that you get exposure to this card. This massive volume candle is a clear buy signal, so get exposure to it. You know, I picked one up via trade at the Philly regional, yeah, it doesn't hurt. They're still around $5-6. You see them in the trade binder. People don't know. You pick up this Rarity Collection Uno, a quarter century secret rare, or the other versions, PCRs, PURs, whatever you want, platinum secret rares. Just pick it up, because you never know the next time this card sees play, and it won't get banned for the next 3 to 4 months, if it would ever get banned. You feel me? So it has a large gap zone now. This has free money written all over it. We have Iria, the water charmer, gentle. This QCSR already has a Starlight Rare, if I'm not mistaken. So this Bonanza card at $5, not bad. Not bad. 33 listings, guys. The card used to be 12s in the double digi range forever. Now I'm down over 50%. I'm here to like the $5 range. It quickly does go back up to 7 then 8 for listings only. So like if you ever wanted this card, as it comes here and just it's lower in price, down even $5-6 from the highs, even if you get it at around 7s. Look, 678s. Take advantage of that. You have multiples here. If you collect these, you love the charmers, you want the QCSRs at single digits like this, not a bad time to get exposure, we're being honest. We have tuning. QCSR from Stampede. The card was $15 and now crashing all the way down to $6.50. So again, almost down 3x. 54 listings. You have a couple one-ofs though, and the card goes right back up to $8.50s. So if you need this, take advantage of these deals right here. You can essentially get a playset for the low 20s right here, almost a $20 bill. You take advantage of it, man. You take advantage of it, because again, Synchro's support is coming pretty soon via the structure deck, and people are gonna get hype. And this is a quarter century secret rare tuning that went up to $15 for a reason. The card was $5, no one cared about it, went crazy to 15s, and now massive crash down here to 650s. Char hasn't even updated. So you take advantage of the second chance, man. We always say the market usually gives people second chances. Here's your second chance before the $6.50 card goes ahead and makes a run at least 35% up towards the double digi mark. We have Guiding Quem, the Virtuous, guys. This quarter century secret rare, don't forget, a lot of hype around branded. This card used to be, look at that, $15, and now is around $10. 38 listings. If you need this card, don't let it creep up. A lot of one-ofs on page 1. This could be a $15 card again in a heartbeat. A lot of branded hype here coming soon. So just keep in mind. One that people forget about. It's a quarter century secret rare from Stampede. It's just $10. You know, a great investment, or if you want it as well to play just when you want to keep on the back burner. We have Emergency Teleport QCSR, another one from Rarity Collection 2. It's at all-time lows here at around $8, single digits. Psychic support coming in Doom of Dimensions. It's probably trash, let's be honest, guys, but there's a lot of Psychic players out there. They really love their deck and they want the new support. Don't forget that this card, every time there's something associated to Psychics, it goes from, it goes up in price. So right now, $8, 50 listings. You have a couple one-ofs, and then it's $8-9. Eventually, this card can be a double digi card, guys. Just broken card. Wanted you guys to keep it in mind. It's quarter century secret rare. It's single digis right now. We have Access Code Talker. This is the alternate art from Stampede. Card was $16, crashing down to 11s, and that's where we're at, around 12s. You have a wall of China right there. Then it does go to 14, eventually to $15 at the bottom of the page. So if you want an Access Code Talker, quarter century secret rare, you don't mind the alternate art print, around $12. Not bad. This card can be 15 to 20s. Just people needing it, maybe seeing play in certain decks in the future. The card is still broken. It's generic enough, so keep it in mind, man. Just want to keep in mind if you really want the card. Volume has been coming in strong on the 3-month chart as well. So these are subtle indicators that people are coming in to buy it. So you should buy it at this retracement price if you feel like you need it as well. Then we have Signet Mining. This card recently was 6 and some changes, but on the 6-month, card used to be $20. Crashed all the way down to $4 or $5. Volume candles are coming in, guys, actually making it recover from the $4 or $5 mark. It says 580s, but really, this card, 35 listings. So you have a couple one-ofs at 5s, but it quickly goes to $10 at the bottom of the page, guys. So 4 pages only, 35 listings. Just one to keep in mind. I don't know what Cyber's deck is using this now. You know, Malice players recurring back to this now after all them hits. You know, so yeah, $5. Don't let this be double digits on you and be up 2x if you need it. Do as you must. We have Nightmare Phoenix. We talked about this card a couple of weeks ago, and now the card is actually at $5. Just not bad, man. 55 listings. If you're looking for some, you know, spare change QCSRs here to throw at your order at around $5, Nightmare Phoenix is not bad. You know, a couple of one-ofs, and then the card starts going to $6 and eventually $7. So not bad. $5 you can throw at this card, 5 and some change post-tax. Not bad at all. If you can add this to your collection or your investment binder, one to definitely consider. We have Draw and Lockbird. In this case, the alternate art, but both the OG and the alternate art usually around the same price. You know, this card used to be 30 beans 3 months ago, and now it's 20s. So volume has been coming in lately. 35 listings. You have a couple ones and 2-ofs, and the walls are at 23. So if you want the card, no better time to pick it out. Pick it up now at around the 20 piece. Yes, I think Draw is a hand trap staple enough to get a Starlight Rare soon, of course. But in the meantime, if this is the version you want, it's better to get it at $20 than at 40s, where it was not too long ago, before now crashing down almost 50%. You just play the game, man. It spikes up to 40s, you sell. Now you buy it back down to 20s. And then if it goes back up to 30, 40s, you sell again, and then you just play the roller coaster, man. The game is too easy. We have Thunder Dragon Colossus. Again, this card, quarter century secret rare, was $15 about 2 months ago, and now it's $7, man. 60 listings. This card is too cheap. Yes, it's not seeing play, but it's broken, man. It's broken. Yeah, man, $7, $8. Not bad at single digits. This has the potential to becoming a double digit card written all over it. If you have a spare 7 bones, you can come in here, pick this up from Bonanza. Not bad at all. We have Necro Valley. This card here at all-time lows at around $10, $11. 34 listings right here. And again, that's what you want to buy. You want to buy cards at all-time lows. You don't want to be buying the highs. You don't want to be buying the hype. You know, when the card was $23, crazy. Now the card is 10, 11s. You get exposure if you really need it. 34 listings. Necro Valley. Gravekeepers are iconic. And at around 10, 11s, not bad at all. We have DMG, in this case, just the 7th art. Randomly talking about this one in Stampede. The card was $68 3 months ago. You wake up one day and it's $40, man. 39.78 right here. 43 listings. So if you're into collecting the DMG arts, the quarter century secret rares, and things of that nature, $40 is way better than 70s, guys. So do as you must if you want exposure to this card. It doesn't have a wall of China at 43s, but again, it is a DMG, so definitely one to consider. We have Raid Raptor 4 Strix. This QCSR was 4s. Flash crashing down, it says here, to 3s. Yeah, this is where we at, man. So 38 listings. I just think overall this card is at all-time lows and it's pretty cheap. So definitely one that you can consider picking up if you feel like you need it. Because it's just cheap, man. Cheap cardboard. Cheap, high rarity and max rarity cardboard is like, why not? We have Trap Tricks. Rafflesia as well. QCSR is sub $2. All-time lows, it was $5. It says the charts that it was 3s, but we're at 2s, man, with actually multiple one-off listings here. Then it does go back up to $3, but 58 listings. If you can, you know, order from any of these sellers, just throw it in there, man. Or if you can trade for this at $2, like, it's just too cheap. I could see this card revisiting the $5 mark again down the line. And lastly, we have Herald of the Arclight. Again, thankfully, I got rid of all of my copies when they were $4 to $5. Not to say that I thought this card would get hit on the ban list, because I didn't really think about that, but it did. And now, you know, the card double topped here at around $5, $6. We already ate good, and now the card is crashing back down, retracing. It says 435s, but we are really sub $3. Of course, the walls are still at 350s, but 36 listings. Now people just needing one off. Now the card just becomes less liquid, harder to move. So hopefully you guys move this card, because now it's flash crashing here. It's good for people on a budget. They wanted this version, just to name this one. I mean, most versions are down thanks to the ban list, but so hopefully you moved all your heralds. But if you need it now, you need your one of, no better time to get exposure to it after the you know, this card across rarities has been crashing down in price. Guys, hopefully you made it this far out into the video. If you did, you guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. We'll gladly appreciate it. You can also share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. Wow, you guys are amazing, man. Appreciate all your support. Channel continues to do well. It's all thanks to you guys. Yeah, much love, man, for what we do here. We continue to positively impact people's lives. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.